Alright guys, in this video we're going to be replacing this screen, so we're going to start off by taking out these plastic trims. You just use a plastic prying tool and pull it upwards, and it comes right out. Do that to both of these here. Now what we're going to do is just literally pull it right here. We're going to grab it right here, pull up, and this whole thing just out, just like that. So in order to decide, you got to first move the gear shifter. So screw it just like this, and then just pop right out. Alright guys, after you've got the gear shifter, unplug this wire right here, just like that, and there's one more here on the side. Plug it, and this whole part comes out. So we're gonna wrap this 4-inch carbon fiber, and we'll probably cover this with like some like this. We're gonna wrap this so we've got these screws here, and then take this out, and then allow me to get to the other screws that are holding this separation. Alright, so this piece just comes right out. After you take out the 2 screws, it comes right out, and you just unplug this little connector right there, and that's it. It comes right out now. You should be able to see these 10 millimeters, I believe. 1, 2. So what I did is I stuck this under here, from right here, and this line, and kind of pulled it outwards. And I think now I can just pull it out. And so if you can pull it you'll see the seal that on here. Take this out. And so here it is. After you take those screws out on the top, it should just pull right out. But you gotta kind of put it on here and unplug all these screws. I'm sorry, all these electrical connectors from the back of this thing. The first one's up there, and there's like one over here, there's one down here. There's a bunch of these screws that the wire connectors you have to unplug before you take it out. And it should come right out after you do that. And to take this little thing out, what you do is you pull this out, you pull this little pin outwards like that. And then it'll slide right out. These ones, you just pull them right out and they come right out. They're kind of hiding on the bottom left corner of the whole navigation system. But yeah, that's what it is. I'm gonna go get the new one and see what it looks like. Alright, as you can see, it is a huge mess. I'm just gonna follow another YouTube video and see how we did it, and I'm gonna try to explain it a little bit better. But yeah, guys, looks scary. Alright, guys, so this is what I did so far. I took out the screws. There's 8mm, and I think there was like just 3 on each side. Just in the top portion. I left the bottom portion in because we're gonna need this. And after you take out the top portion, you're going to, you should have connected all these wires like I did, but I'm just gonna leave it in here since I already did it. Now you're gonna take the new screen and just put it in there. There are some ports to the front here that line up right here, so make sure you push it in that way. And yeah, oh actually, I forgot to tell you, before you put all these wires in, you're gonna put the metal brackets in with the 3 screws they gave you. They gave you about like 10 screws, so you put them in right here like this. This is the top of the screen. This direction is the top of the screen. This is the bottom. You can only put it one way, can't go wrong. And then this one right here is the yellow one. Right, so it's labeled camera, and the other one is labeled CDB something. It says CDB Agent. Okay. These two work, because if you don't put these in, the camera won't work. The original camera. So I left my original camera in. I'm not going to use the other one that they sent me. This is the one they sent me. Where is it? Yeah, I'm just not going to use it. It's this one right here. So basically, they give you 2 USBs. They go from up here. The first USB, I just took it and it ran the wire all the way down here. And it comes out right here. I'm just going to there. Put on the flashlight here. You'll see the light right there, and you push the wire right there. And I also have the OPC thing ran here all the way back here. Like I said, it looks like a real mess down here, but everything works pretty well. There's some extra ones here that are not connected. There's this. There's this one down there. And trying to see, oh, there's one right here. There's this right here. I do not remember where this came from. See if there's any other extra ones that are not connected. But it should look like this, so let me show you what should be connected. All these ones here, one down there, and then there's some back there. Connected something. I remember I forgot that. But yeah, guys, as you can see, this one here is not connected to anything. This one here, not connected to anything. There's this one not connected to anything. And I think it's just those 3, honestly. Also, all these don't worry about these. Those don't go anywhere. There's these blue wires that don't go anywhere. A couple other ones that go anywhere. As you can see, the guess is right there. I can use a little sticker so you don't have to worry about that. But it just doesn't go anywhere. So if those not plugged in, before you pull this back, I would say to turn the car on, make sure everything's working, and then put it back. Make sure you're not damaging the wires because there's a lot of sharp metal here. So make sure you give it out all the wires properly so it doesn't get cut. My phone, as you can see, it works really, really well. Super happy with how it is. Very responsive to the touch. Everything works perfectly fine except for a couple things, so I'm going to point out here. Again, the good things outweigh the bad things, but I'll point these things out. So obviously these valves work. These valves work. As you can see, it just automatically switches the climate thing. When I did that, now let's say I want to make the AC a little higher. And it works, right? And it comes to the screen. But when you connect it to the Apple CarPlay, sometimes when you click the AC, it doesn't show the screen. It doesn't really work sometimes. These buttons over here. But most of the time it does work. And yeah, super happy with how again, good outweighs bad. This screen is way better than the old one. As you can see, the old one was way smaller. And it's really fun to touch. You can change the background screen to like different, whatever you want. You can upload files. You can play videos on here. I don't know how you do it, but right here, you have Google Chrome, you got Spotify. Now I tried to connect my internet, but it wouldn't work because I think their network might have here too weak. This time is for Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You have settings, you got all kinds of stuff over here. The music works very well. Like Spotify, you can download files to here and you can play files. Basically, an Android operating system. And you can do photos. I'm pretty sure you can change the background to whatever you want. But yeah, I'm super excited about how these Apple CarPlay, they release the drive. And these Apple CarPlay release the drive. And these still work. These one still work. They see it can go and on. And yeah, the Bluetooth works very well over here. I have also picked up phone calls, and I don't know where my phone is right there. But the person I was talking to was alien, so it's safe to say that he has built a microphone somewhere. One thing I will point out is that it's not 100% flush. As you can see, this thing kind of overlaps, but it's not a big deal, which is alright. Somebody said if you get the 3rd generation or 4th generation AC vents, they fit better here and they look nicer too. So I'm going to try that out one day.